Hi guys, I'm here today at Hanago Okada. I have been wanting to come here for so long. It's right on our doorstep, but it's only open for a few months a year, 3 months I think. And we just couldn't come last year due to coronavirus. So we're here now. They have 3 main flowers and it's starting off with tulips and then there's wisteria and roses. So I'm hoping to come back over the next couple of months. But today we're going to see the tulips and I'm not sure if you can see like up the hill, but I can already see a lot of tulips up there. So let's go check it out. Playing some funky music here over the loudspeaker. It's 700 yen to get in. Okay, here we go. It's a little bit windy today. Let's go in. So we're here, this place has only been open for 2 days so far, so not all of the tulips are out yet. The whole walk around this place, I think it takes about an hour. As I said, today is mainly tulips, and then they've got a really long wisteria arch, which we're gonna come and visit when it's in bloom. Big containers, they just seem to be like suspended on these pallets across the storm drains. So this is the terrace that you can see from the road. It's really pink and colourful. What is that pink though? It's lovely, and there's some muscari popping up there too. There's some nice seating areas where you can just stop and have a picnic, but there's not actually a tea room. I feel like this place is crying out for a tea room. I could just sit down for a scone and a coffee right about now. I think the swing is quite even, but just here there is a really nice photo shop looking down over the valley. Oh, I see the tulip area. It's just up ahead. Let's head there. Oh wow, that's a lot of tulips. Wow. Okay, I'm really sorry about the mood music here. Look at this. So many tulips. That's amazing. I did ask at the entranceway about a map, but they didn't have any available, so the lady was able to point me in the direction of the tulip walk, which is this walk we're doing today. But I would really like to know all the different varieties and what their names are. I would also really like a shop where I could buy the tulips from. You'd spend a fortune after being inspired by walking around here. Well, I would. So up here along the path you can see the tsutsuji, which is azaleas, like the bush variety, is actually coming out now into bloom, so it's like lining the path all the way round. But this section seems to be more in bloom than the rest of it, and then the tulips are all different heights. These ones have got quite a bit of mare's tail growing on around them. You can still see the blooms, that's the main thing, isn't it? We've got the climbing roses. They're not quite over the arches yet. They're going to be pretty when they are. I really like the colour of these ones. They don't even look real, they're so upright. It must be quite protected from the wind here. This is where I wish I was a bit better at identifying the plants. I think this is cat mint here. It smells really nice. And then there's some muscari, the pink one, and I think these are azaleas that are just coming up. I know I've seen this bush with the pink flowers before, and then as you weave your way down you can see there are rows for rows more of tulips. These pinky ones are still about to open, as are these white ones on the other side of the path. But there are so many tulips here, like thousands and thousands of them. I can't quite get into these yellow ones quite enough to show you the insides of them. They've got that black centre, which is beautiful. And then over on this side, more tulips. So running parallel to where I've been walking all the way down is this wisteria walkway. I can't wait to come back for that. It's really long. Yes, those tulips at the end are the end. You couldn't get in that close to them. I guess that might be a little bit of my complaint. The tulips are like tucked away behind the azalea bushes, so you can't really get to them. But look at this space. It's great. So there is quite a lot of landscaping fabric here, which I don't love actually. I think it looks better with the green of the weeds. But this is the rose garden. It's going to be amazing when those roses are out. And you can see the trellis structures that they're all growing up to. So I was wrong about not being able to get anything to eat here. There's a little kiosk and we've got this frozen strawberry drink with cream and then this kind of like fruit kebab that we're sharing. So we're going to come back for this. This is the Wisteria Archway and it's really long. I've never seen anything as long as that one before. Hi guys, we're back and the wisteria is in bloom. We've got the crazy 80s music playing. Look at this. Then you know how long this tunnel is. Wow! So it looks like there's some different colours. This first one is quite a pale, like mostly white with a tiny blush of lilac on the end of it. And then this next bit is the much darker, like I feel like this is more the colour of wisteria that you're used to seeing. This path is so long. It's like a curtain. It just goes on and on. Oh, something here smells nice. I don't think it's the wisteria, I think it's this white bush here. It smells so good. So we've just come into the corner now and this wisteria here is much more pinky colour. It's not quite as long as some of the other stuff. It's pretty, isn't it? And I thought we were coming to the end, but actually it continues right back down there too. We've got to find the length of this, it's long. So this patch here is the white stuff, which is a lot less dense, but if you look at the trees, the stems on these trees are much thinner. I think these are a lot newer, these ones. Or it's a slower grower. But then we're coming back into a big dense patch. Here we go. Back into the good stuff. We're actually getting quite lucky here. The car park seemed quite busy. It's a holiday day today. But there's a few other areas that have got wisteria. This is the main attraction. But there's another area just on the other side of the rose garden. So we'll go check that out too. We got lucky with the weather again too. Beautiful blue skies. And down here, just down in the valley, is tea. Terraces of Tea. It's still going. Look, there's another bend to this corner. It's hard to get right up and show you this one, but this one has got more leaves on it and it's a much darker purple. And it's shorter too. Definitely several varieties here. Again, it would be nice to see a map. So down the sides of this area, it's not really that planted yet. There's a lot of membrane here, which does spoil it somewhat because the acers look lovely there. I'm sure in the future they'll get it all planted into. Just look at the view of the rest of the valley too. Okay, we're coming up to the end now. Well, way back over there is the end. It's interesting in this section, it's really humming. There seems to be a lot more bees here. So we're at the end of the tunnel now. That's just phenomenal. Just can't get over how long it is and all the different varieties. As I said, there's a little bit more wisteria, so let's go check that out. We're going to double back through the rose garden that we walked through last time. It's the tulip garden we're going to walk back through now. They've mostly finished. One thing I've noticed here, just as we've been driving around, is how much wisteria there is just in the woodlands at the side of the road. I feel like we don't really see that in the UK. I feel like wisteria is more of a like manicured, sculpted across the front of people's houses. But here there's like a blush of purple just in the woods and forests at the moment because there's a lot of wild wisteria too. So there are some azaleas in bloom here in the tulip garden. There's a lot of weeds as well though. It would be a mammoth task to get this all weeded. All of the tulips that were here have been deadheaded though. I think it's really beautiful, but I'm not sure about having such big areas of monoculture. Just because this tulip area really only looks good for 3-4 weeks of the year, and it's such a big area, and now you're walking through, it would be nice to see more of the azaleas. The weeds are already kind of wild. Just on the other side here, there are more azaleas that are in bloom, and they're kind of clipped, aren't they, into nice little round shapes. And then the carpet, which is called Shibazakura is going over now, but that was really pretty when we were here with the tulips previously. A little bit patchy, but that again will fill out over time. So the car park is back down here, and then there's this terrace with all the seating areas. The roses in there do seem to be starting to bloom. We are going to come back next month for the roses at their peak, but just down here there's a little more wisteria. We're gonna pop there, and I brought some apples with us, so we might have a little pit stop and eat those under the wisteria. So we're just on the terrace above where the wisteria is. It's quite busy down there. It's a little bit more shady up here too. And I think the plants along the edge of here are blueberries, I'm not certain. There's so much going on though, and the roses haven't really started yet. They've got so many buds on them, but we will see you next time when we'll come back to look at all of the roses. So this is going to be rose here, and then the main terrace is up across at the back. There'll be lots of roses up there too. So we're just heading back to the card now, and this is the terrace that I pointed out earlier with the rose arches on. And like I said, I thought it had early roses, but actually I think these are peonies, and they're just starting to go over now. They definitely were very pretty. So not all of them have actually gone over. These yellow ones, wow, they're so like big and blousy. And there's still a lot of buds on this one too, and they smell amazing. There's so many great picnic spots here. You can choose your flower to picnic with. Hi guys, we are back for the third and final time at Hanago Okada. I am in the car park. I don't know if you can see behind me, but all the roses are out. So we're here today to see the roses. Let's go. So there are a few different areas with roses. We're heading into this bit first, through this rose arch, which is beautiful. Oh, look at the petals on the floor. It's like confetti. So nice. There's some picnic areas in here too. It smells amazing in here. It's really warm today as well. Oh, look at that bug. Big green one. There's just a perfume in the air of all the roses. It's lovely. Look at this big tree here. I'm not sure what it is, but I saw one interplanted recently with some hydrangeas, and it wasn't as big as this, but it was looking amazing. If anyone knows, let me know in the comments below. So what do you think of this area? I love the way it's all terraced, but the roses seem so randomly placed. Like there's so many different colours. I wonder if there was more. Like along the back corner, they're all the same style of type of rose and colour. Just has more of an impact when they're all planted together, I feel like. It still looks really nice though. So this is the wisteria that we saw some of last time. There are more roses down the bottom here. The main rose garden though is actually up on that hill, so we're going to head up there now. It's a bit of a climb, so worth it. Look at the views. It looks amazing. Lovely day today too. Can kind of smell the perfume of the roses again. One of them around here must be really sweet. It's quite busy. Well, it's not majorly busy today, but there are people here today. Wow, so there's like a big path down the middle, and then these amazing arches that go off into little seating areas. Roses all around. around the edge of the car park, a lot of the roses in tubs, and it says the names of the roses. In this area it doesn't. I don't know what this one is. It smells so nice. This visit with all the arches and things actually reminds me of when I went to the David Austin Rose Garden. I'm sorry, I'm really out of breath. As I've been filming these videos, I've been getting more and more pregnant. It really reminds me of when we went to the David Austin Rose Garden, so I will link that video for you to have a look at, because that was a gorgeous day too. And if you like roses, it's definitely one to check out. This arch is so nice. It reminds me of like a wedding arch. It's like little mini secret gardens. Oh, I'd like to have an afternoon tea on that little bench, on that seating area. Lovely. And so many more too. There's nowhere to cast the eye. See, I like this. I like the group planting with all the same roses, because you really get an impact from that colour. This pink one coming up looks good too. There's still so many blooms on this one as well, about to pop. Again, it would be nice to know the variety. If you recognise any, let me know in the comments. This side you've got the view down the valley as well. I didn't notice that the chairs have got the roses on too. That's so cute. When we first visited in these tubs, there were all the tulips, but they're finished now. I thought the tulips and the wisteria were really impressive, but this is even more so. It's beautiful. What an amazing place. It looks so pretty as the arches here. I've got more of a trailing one here, and then the ground cover in the back makes a really nice backdrop. I think they've got Elysium there. Yep, we're just having a sit down here and a rest, but this is the best spot in the whole place. You can hear the bees like humming in the arch up above. It's lovely.
I can see like...
So this place has been amazing for Natasha to run around as well. She's really enjoyed it. I was just saying to Trevor though, sitting up here, I would pay for, you know, a nice latte or something tasty to eat. Even afternoon tea, I think you could just name your price for afternoon tea, sitting in one of these little gazebos, looking out over the valley in this kind of weather. It's beautiful. But Trevor was saying that he likes the unspoiledness of it, that they're not asking you to like buy plants or buy food. What do you think? There are so many like areas here where you want to take your photos. This wall of flowers would be great for like a family picture, I think. We'll try and get one here. And then this dips back down into where we saw the tulips previously. Yeah, this has definitely been my favourite flower of the three that they've got lots of other flowers here, but the tulips, the wisteria, and then the roses. There's some more up there too. I like all the paths as well, the secret little areas. I just can't get over the view down the valley. It's amazing. As we get closer to the tulip area, get back to that funky music again. Through where the tulips were, there are some rose arches. So we got really dense blooms over this, another seating area, so lots and lots of picnic spots. This is back into the tulip garden. There's rose arches all the way down, and the lavender is out along the edge. So it has got some interest now, but a lot of the things in this area are going over. It's not lavender, is it? It's catmint. I think I mentioned that earlier in the video as well. I totally forgot. We're back down towards the entrance now. This is the more seating on the other side where we saw the peonies last time. There's some roses on the arches though. I think they're not quite as established. Today down at the entranceway there's not the people that were selling the strawberry smoothies before, but each time when we've come in here we've had to pay each time separately for entrance. They don't do like a season ticket, but we've got vouchers for a shop a little bit further down the road, and we got a free strawberry sweet with each ticket and money off ice creams and drinks. So there's a place that you can drive down to there. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you've enjoyed this video. If you are in the area, this is definitely one to come and see. And also I'm going to link the tourism website for this area. Trevor has a lot to do with that below, because there's so much to do here. This would be great to plan into part of a trip, I think. See you soon, guys. Bye bye.